to ban.
They don't lose very much.
Well, you're right. That said, I still think Secret are probably positioned pretty well, even if they do mess around a little bit. You know, maybe they'll experiment with a pick. Maybe we'll see a techies. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, the last match we talked about was the like ESL Online. They were defeated by Viking GG, sure, and then they dropped one set in the group stage of We Play as well. But other than that, they have not lost a set in a very long time. That's
hell of an online team.
10 seconds
yeah, they are one of the only top teams that have all their roster playing with mostly good connection. YapzOr, a couple DCs in our previous series, so we're hoping that won't happen today.
You're right, though. In this world of increasing cross-regional sort of team matchups, it is lucky for Secret that they're all on the same continent, I guess.
Now,
although, where does YapzOr live? That's a good question. Is he based in the NA?
Based on his ping, he's in Europe.
Okay.
So, I mean, he used to be based out of Jordan still, and then I think he went to their team house. I think the original one was in Turkey. I don't know where it is now, if they even have one.
Right. Yeah, I know he's Jordanian, so that's why I was curious where he's actually located right now. I think we'd notice a big ping difference if he was playing from Jordan.
I checked yesterday, and his ping was like 60 or 70 or something, so he's not too far.
Although, actually, Jordan's not as far away from Europe as...
I think it's mostly...
my NA geography is showing.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly an infrastructure issue, though. That's the main thing. Like, they don't have great... Because I know...
it's pretty far. It's not that close. It's like Jordan's right next to Egypt. It's... Yeah, you gotta go through all of Turkey, then all of Syria, then you get down to Jordan.
You should have wasted 4 years on a geography degree like me, dude. Then you know these things. Come on now.
Yeah, it turns out they have maps on the internet. First pick, Ember Spirit. Secret, really innovating the meta.
It's not as fun when they don't have mid one, though. I'm not gonna lie. Some special part of it just dies a little, you know? Secret, Ember. It's just not the same, man.
Dire team pick. Team Enchantress.
Yeah, but mid one on OG is also pretty high.
Oh yeah,
I agree with you, but
dude, I was just about to say that I kind of wanted YapzOr to take the Earthshaker game, but I love playing Shaker versus Ember. It's like my go-to pick. It just feels good as because you always feel like you can kill him.
It gives you at least an option to combo him down and somewhere to catch him from distance. He's very elusive. I would agree. I think Shaker gives you some good tools. Now, the Enchantress, we've seen this hero both thrive and fail. The little fawn here, very effective against the Ember for the Dispel, trying to get rid of that fiery shield there. Chen into Enchantress. Enchantress can be a little annoying against the Chen at times in terms of his creep army, but I guess Secret know this hero well, very confident. Can't say I'm surprised to see it picked up if it's not banned out.
But yeah, but that's two heroes that are like fairly decent to be versus Chen, as you said. Like Ench has been a counter pick for a long time, and then the Shaker even gets some benefits versus the Chen, and not a lot of problems. Like maybe he'll get scouted up by a creep sometimes, but for the most part, he's kind of happy to just have more units in the fight. The only downside, of course, is
You know what role he's going to be at least, but
I think Troll would be a good ban. They play it on both Nisha and Matu, and it gives them a lot of variability in the laning stage, which they're going to be looking for a hero like that because they have.
hero. We don't see him that much right now. I've heard a lot of people say that he is relatively weak, though viable in niche drafts. Big spike, of course, once you get the gargoyles at level 6.
Yeah.
And I think we assume it's Visage mid, right?
Probably. One would
position.
Guess.
Yeah.
So what are our big counters traditionally? The Bristle was one, right? The Broodmother. %. The layers recover at a speed of 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and it needs a minimum damage of 40 to break a layer. So there you go.
So it's just damage reduction that recharges over time. All right, gotcha.
Same as it always used to be, but in terms of breaking the layers down, you just gotta meet the crescendo of 40.
Okay, so you do want relatively low, or you want a lot of instances of damage, generally speaking, but they need to be over the threshold. So Ember probably doesn't fit the bill for that, but
another safe mid-hero Bando and the Kunkas. They take the Enigma, so covered by the Rubik, and a lot of just a zoo of their own, really, right? Like we have Luna Visage Edge versus Chen Enigma.
I guess Shaker tends to be okay against Enigma, right? Pre-BKB, you've got a long-range stun, so you can sometimes interrupt black holes. But Enigma also good for just denying farm in the lane. Good at slowing down potential momentum for the Luna, just finishing off those range creeps with your sacrifice.
Kind of looks like a Legion game. I don't know. It's like, BKB piercing, not really that relevant versus Black Hole, but then you look towards like all the Chen creeps and the Enigma, just trying to like hold back. Another catch for the Ember. Like, what else? And she can still play at sort of the same pace as TSpirit, but maybe she's a little bit too risky. Oh, yeah, the Bat Rider was still in too. That's true.
That would have been pretty good. Spectre.
Chen Spectre. Okay, so they go the opposite direction. Now they're just saying, all right, give us everything you have. We're going to weather the storm and survive through it.
Yeah, this is Secret saying we can hold out, no problem.
They
And
did this
we've got
versus
the late
Alliance.
game.
Alliance did the same strat. They tried a Beastmaster Luna
10
Puck.
seconds remaining.
And they tried to run them down with that sort of a tricore. And Secret were able to win the
5
game in
seconds
37
remaining.
minutes. Very similar lineup as to what they have now with like the Enigma and the Chen. And it was a Queen instead of an Ember, but things kind of following the same pattern.
I mean, Spectre gets this bad rap for having to play like a Medusa style where you don't do anything until you hit critical mass, but you can do a slower buildup. You know, you could do like Earn Diffusal, for example, and be a little more combative early on. You don't have to wait out for the Radiance or some other really big item.
Last time they weathered for the Radiance. So
Okay.
they did manage a 20-minute Radiance on Matu.
You have the option though, like Fast Diffusal actually gives Spectre some decent kill threat. Against these heroes, maybe a little more tough, but
So do we
What
keep
does
the
Spirit
Ench
want?
as the... Would Ench core work here? I don't really think so. I think they need like a Centaur or something.
I was just gonna say that. They need a good frontliner, another stun to initiate, and
Oh, okay.
they take the Meeper. So is this a side lane Meepo then, or is it a position 3 Visage?
Yeah, I think they're going to side lane the Visage and just be like, yeah, figure it out, Malik. You know, what else can
Figure
you do?
it out, Malik.
Yeah.
You got this, right, bud? Just
Thanks, Standin.
figure it out. No big deal. You're right. Urgon takes the Meepo. Sue mid there. No surprise. Duraccio is on the Luna.
Man,
And,
Urgon's got all the picks, dude. This guy, he plays Earth Spirit mid. I play a Meepo mid. What can't he do?
Now, the question we haven't asked, is this a good Meepo game? And Nisha does have the Ember Spirit, so first checkbox is there. Meepo's generally pretty good against all the spirits. Nets lock you down into oblivion. What about the rest of them? Like, how's Meepo match up against Spectre, for example?
I mean, pretty good, right? Like,
He comes
Thanks.
online way faster than she does,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
It's a nice pick. It's a nice Meepo game. It still follows the same like logic of like the whole build up to the Meepo. Like I still think they need to be the ones who are really pushing things and just keeping constant control, because if you let go of the reins at all and like this game evens out or something later on, things are not going to look that great, I don't think.
Sure.
I mean, it's still playable, but I would be worried about things like, you know, the Black Hole and the Ember being a traditionally pretty good hero versus the Meepo as well, right? With the damage buildup.
Later on, yeah.
Yes.
In the lane, Meepo counters him. Meepo has the ability to kill him, but as things continue, if Ember doesn't get crippled, I would agree with that, yeah. But it is not fun for Ember early on,
Prepare
especially
for
if it's a good Meepo player. Now, we
roots.
can't forget that Meepo was nerfed a bit not that long ago. Now the ulti comes out a bit later. And all those other aura items. It's hard to hit critical mass at the same time you used to. So expect this to be slightly slower, perhaps.
I love this versus Secret, though. You just pull out the big guns, dude. The Visage and the Meepo.
Are you nervous about the Visage a little, though?
course.
Like side lane Visage? I agree. I think you're right. It's like, hey, we're up against somebody who's, you know, they've got way more experience. They're a much higher rated team. Let's try to catch them off guard. Let's get in the mud. Let's insert the chaos factor. I wouldn't want to mud wrestle with Puppy, though. So that puts you in kind of an awkward.
Oh, my
30
goodness.
seconds to
You
go.
wouldn't?
Come
on now.
I would worry. Puppy is a good bit larger than I am. I have to look up to talk to Sir Clement.
Oh, no.
Yep, Sor. Oh, the block out.
Yamich got a little too big brain there.
Is Yappy okay, though? They're still going to be able to chase him down.
Yeah, no, he's fine, because they know he can just
yeah.
cut through a couple of those trees and
Yeah.
be gone, so they don't even bother chasing, and then he gets to save his tangos.
She went enchant level 1 here, so no impetus.
So, what should a Visage provide? A helm, probably. Sounds pretty nice for a Meepo. Or does the Luna buy the helm instead, like our friend out TW does? Does that open up a different item? I don't even know if you'd want to play helmless Visage. Maybe you build Necros instead. I could see that if the Luna's going to build the helm.
I mean, Medallion Ags used to be a build. I think Medallion is particularly good on this hero.
They're gonna talk it over.
Yeah, they're gonna,
Oh, look at that! They got the. They got the
I know that
suntan
horse. I know that horse.
Who's lagging?
I wonder where Aghanim's ranks though, because it gives you a bonus familiar, and I know, like way back when Visage was somewhat viable, part of the reason you send him mid is so that he can hit level 6 as quickly as possible, because the gargoyles are really, or the familiars, I guess I should say, are really when you start picking up momentum, you have kill threat, and the faster you can get to the Aghanims, the faster you can just add 50% to your birds. And that's what makes the hero, right? These fucking birds flying around.
Fucking birds.
They're so annoying. Come on, man. I know you've been that support that's gotten soloed by familiars from Visage before, and it is one of the worst feelings of Dota. You try to kill them, they go stone form and stun you. They come back to life.
I don't hate Visage at all. I actually quite like Visage. When I first started playing Dota, AUI was playing the Visage all the time. So it was just...
I like watching him.
Yeah,
I hate getting killed by familiars only. That's what I'm saying. Getting killed by summons feels terrible.
If there was ever a Visage in my game, it was me. I think I played like 6 Visage ever. Like, I didn't really pub a lot when he was popular, so I don't know.
Man, early Dota Trent just picking Visage and Puck in every game, running around like, guys, I got this, okay? I'm a pretty good Puck player. I've got like 30 games under me.
I've got like a 30% win rate, guys. I mean, you know, I'm really slaying it. I love looking back at my first Dota game. There's I have like 2 stout shields or something on a treant protector. It was so good.
You have been denied.
That was a genius.
It's funny to see like what you assess when you don't know anything of, okay, what's really broken? I mean, the shield's looking
it's like the first 3 pages of OD Pixel are just like like 2 perseverances every game or something. It's so good.
I wish you could see my Dota 1 builds. I used to go boots first, no regen on every hero in Dota 1. I used to think regen was like, why would you waste your money on that? The well's free.
Suckers.
Idiots. This guy bought potions.
Oh, Matu is pretty fine on the regen. Malik's just not moving. Maybe he's the one lagging. He'll manage to get back a bit here though. So starts it with the soul, or the grave chill. Sorry, I'm gonna mix that one up a lot.
So, and it's also interesting, like, so would you say that this is a 5 Rubik and a 4 Chen? The way they have this set up, is that the right?
I mean,
it is a 5 Chen, like, Puppy's the 5 and Yapsor is the 4, but they've switched up the lanes and...
It's just the way it makes sense. Yapsor's still gonna get the farm priority, so not really.
Yeah.
It's just because they want the matchup set the way it is.
Right, exactly. I mean, it makes sense. It just... It's an interesting dynamic, I get.
Yes. Yamich, he does not have a lot to do here, though. He basically just has to try and mess with Yapsor enough that it's not a complete 2v1 in the bottom lane. And he wants to try and help mid because, you know, this Meepo, you can see how you can tilt that towards your favor a little bit here once he gets the nets, which are coming soon after this wave.
Dude, this was like the Pango game we saw earlier. Position 4 Pango in the off lane. He was with a Timber Saw. Same with the Visage. Visage really would rather be alone if he could choose.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really want Earthshaker in lane, but as you said, he can't win a 2v1, so he still needs his presence, which means Yamich is basically just running around the jungle, getting experience. He look at a nice
level 2 soul sumption
here. This might be enough damage. It's a pretty good telekinesis. Soul sumption comes in, not quite enough. 36 HP as Yapsor TP's home.
I don't even think that was full charges. I think he was just shy too. So
correct.
That's quite a bit for level 2. I guess because the damage per charge doesn't scale. So it's actually a pretty nice ability even at level 2. You can still get up to 4 charges of it. And he's going Bassy into the soul ring here too. That's what he head queued up. Maybe not.
There's got to be a medallion. I think medallion still has to be core on Visage, right?
I don't know. A lot of it just depends on like how fast they want to push this gameplay. Because I could see like the aura items being more important. I could even see an argument for like a Vlad's or something, just because they have a Meepo, right? Like someone should be buying a Vlad's, and maybe that falls to you.
Yeah, he's probably the best one for it. I mean, who else is going to get it? Certainly not Luna. And she probably won't be able to afford it. Shaker's got other priorities, of course.
I'm also still curious if Duratio is going to do the same build with the helm as Puppy just gets out of there. Still no first blood here as we approach 4 minutes. The nets are ready in the mid. No, they're not. He's level 5 and he took for the third point in the poop. So thought maybe they're going to try and make it happen with Fisher.
Yeah, that's peculiar. I always thought that first point in Earthbind somewhere when you're level 5 is generally worth it because it just gives you some kill threat. Although Zai up top, he's going to be in trouble. It's a dead Enigma. Dyrachyo, first blood.
And the Eidolons too. Very nice. Oh, we should get that last one. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's so much extra gold. Dude, I'm saying dude a lot.
Dude.
Sounds like I watched Dude Where's My Car or something the other night. I don't even know what's going on. There it is. The medallion is queued up for Malik. I knew it. Be forced out.
Get initiated on here. 1 point in the Desolate. And already a Soul Ring on the Spectre. Still very curious what Matsu's going to do here. I'm not convinced that he's going to pull up for the Radiance this game. I kind of think he'll buy some stepping stone items.
I don't know. And Trez Radiance looks pretty damn good, dude. It's a beat. Oh. You know, that's 17% survivability for all your allies.
Oh, it's certainly a great item. I'm more questioning the ability to pull up the gold with how fast I think Spirit are going to want to play. We'll see Misha get turned on now.
That was depressing,
it a 1-for-1.
He just walked into the wall of Eidolons.
I mean, do you think he can get away with the Radiance Rush? I'm not debating whether it's actually good.
I think he can get away with it. I think Secret are just one of those teams that you think that they can't, and they just
they'll make it work. Yeah, that's certainly fair. Mid lane, the net chain on Denisha. 1, 2. Now they didn't quite stagger that right. With only 2 Meepos and a level 1 Earthbond, it's a little tough, I guess.
Meanwhile, Yapsor is trying to contest this bottom rune here. Because Nisha does have an empty bottle right now. He's going to get pressured by Misha.
He lost his Flame Guard. Now slowed down. Second net comes. They're going to need some more damage. Too bad the Shaker wasn't here. That the kill. This is going well for Nisha.
Oh, dude, look. Yamich is going to zone back Yapsor with the regen rune. Oh, man. If Yapsor had known, he could have walked a little bit forward and canceled that. And Urgon would have been so sad.
I mean, obviously, the Meepo is farming very well. Dyrachyo up top. Puppey trying to finish him off as this mana burn creep. A whole army of Satyrs also has the little guy with the purge.
So they've already purged him twice. And he comes back in. I don't think Puppey was expecting that. No wonder, because it's like suicide.
Dyrachyo, maybe they can get this kill on Zai first.
Nope. What?
They didn't do the math on that one. Misha will finish him off with a level 2 Impetus.
I wonder if he thought the Eidolons were dying faster or something, because he was close to being correct on the timing.
Yeah.
That almost worked.
Definitely right there. You could tell Puppey was kind of like, oh,
yeah,
we can still fight? Okay, watching up top here. Misha and Puppey going at it. The mana burn actually really effective against Enchantress. It's hard for her to sustain it.
Troll though.
Okay, Puppey goes down the other way. Now, while we were watching that, they did find a kill in the bottom lane onto the Spectre. Looks like Malik has hit level 6. I think the Familiars might have been part of that kill on the Spectre.
Yeah, it was Birds and the Shaker rotated down too with the Fisher. So just catching him with the level 6 update, you know. Patch 2.0 Visage.
Yep. Visage and his friends.
It's probably the only friends this guy will ever have. He's not a very welcoming sight. And they're blind, so that's why they're his friends, because, you know, he ugly.
Zai already has the Necro Book level 1 on this offlane Enigma.
You know, why do they have eyes if they're just distinctly blind?
Who, bats?
Yeah, the Visage thing. It's the first line. Conjures 2 blind familiars.
Well, it's an evolution thing. You see, they got the holes where the eyes should be.
Yeah, but they're like blinking.
Well, yeah, you know. Optical nerve works. It's just a little, I don't know.
Thank you for the lesson there.
Bats still have eyes. They don't see shit. It's just correct, man.
Just how it goes. Nisha will be leaving the mid lane for a bit while there's a DD there on Urgon as he takes a hefty lead over his opponent in the mid lane. An excellent start to this one for a Meepo. Yapsor.
Yeah, but at the same time, doesn't it seem like this Ember has gotten away with a lot? I guess we'll hold that thought as we might see a fight down bottom. Dagger comes out. First Familiar goes into stone form. Maybe they can find Yamish, but they've got the target in sight. They want Malik. Nisha goes straight for him, connects with chains.
Is that all?
And the Soul Assumption not going to do much.
I think it's just that even though it's pure damage on the Geostrike, or the Ransack, sorry, it's been renamed.
Oh, up top, Matumba Man goes in on Duraccio. Zai actually going to live through this, and now Misha's going to fall. What a disaster for Spirit. 3 heroes down, 2 of them cores.
Just all across the
And
map,
now
man.
Matsu's up top.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the dream first ult for a Spectre. 9 minutes, you haunt and go kill the enemy carry.
Yeah, I think she might get Radiance.
I mean, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you don't expect a Spectre to do.
Treads and 630 gold at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because, like, the best roamers mid, maybe not necessarily there, right? Like, Earthshaker's okay with the Fisher, but it's a max flame guard build, so, you know, it's all magic damage from the poof that you're relying on. He's going to be covered by that. It's very hard to, like, burst him down fully.
I thought the Meepo versus Ember matchup was more of a hard counter, though. Like, I thought Meepo destroys him, kind of like the Necro Ember type matchup, but I guess not.
I mean, a lot of nerfs lately to the Meepo. Even, not even just, like, the Agi stuff, but the level for the Meepos, too, got changed.
That really hurts.
So harder to snowball it as well.
Yeah, maybe those changes were enough that it's a fine matchup for Ember.
It's also
he certainly doesn't win
this guy called Nisha. You know, he's pretty good. Every time I looked, the wave was under his own tower too. So barring all other changes and stuff, he was still controlling the creep wave. So you know that changes a lot of matchups.
Yep. That was really where I was trying to start with that whole anecdote there, was that Nisha is a god, and he played this mid matchup very well, despite it being sort of a counter pick type scenario on paper.
But this is good. I like a Meepo that's ready to help with the team nice and early. So the Blink Dagger delivered and finished up here for Ergon off this courier.
All right, I like that.
So
it's
currently
up next.
2 points into this version as well. So it's still a decent time to try and go for the offensive onto Matu here. They want to maybe go for a smoke. And that's where Ergon's going first. Only Ench nearby, and Matu is outie.
No hesitation.
Not going to show the main Meepo. I don't think they've seen the blink yet. They do own that outpost, though, so maybe something to snag back while they're in the territory. It wasn't checking. Did they both get XP? Looks like it was just, yeah, they controlled both. Oh, no, never mind. They each got one.
Yeah, I think it shifted after. I know Radiant got one. My log's cut.
Yeah, no, they got both. You can scroll up the log, just so you know.
How?
You're not aware of that?
How do you scroll it?
You just grab the little bar on the side.
Oh my god. I never knew there was a bar on the side.
Well, to be fair, you
What
have
a
to mouse
game
over
changer.
for the bar to appear.
And it's also gray, so it blends in with the ground. I think that's why I never noticed it.
It's I was going to blame the color blindness again.
I am
huh?
going to blame the color blindness.
well, that's what a convenient excuse once again. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that first blood, guys. My color blindness got in the way. I thought they were allies.
I couldn't see it.
The red-green got me again.
He was red. I thought he was green. Wow. That is a game changer, dude.
I can't believe you've had to cast without that.
Yeah,
Did you just think I had the memory of a god when I'm bringing back up bounty runes and stuff?
Yeah, I thought you were doing your job as an analyst and just paying attention. I thought you were taking notes over there. Jump top. Misha able to make it away, and maybe the turn. Here's the Meepo counter. Almost saved by but that's the chain net. Oh, Matsu, is he going to come in up top? This is bold. He's going to try to finish off Misha. Look at that. He goes back down bottom.
He tried the in and out right there. You know,
I like it.
Trying to get his fries with a little bit of shake, but
5 seconds. Matsu with the big plays. It was a good try. They don't get the kill.
imagine if they had the Eclipse down there. That could have been dangerous. Because like Yamich was right there with a fish block too. He was kind of on his own. I think he had daggered up top too. But alas, Matu, yeah, still doing quite fine. Yes, he's behind the Meepo, but there is this pressure on the Meepo right now to keep things going. And I think they're doing a good job so far. I would like to see them try and group up with this Luna and maybe push that mid lane. It looks like Secret are prepping for exactly that at the moment.
And from Spirit, and this Luna's got a sort of similar build to what we saw before, but now just 2 points in the Lucent Beam.
And no helm though, so that they are going to let that fall to the Visage instead.
Yeah. We'll see
Which,
how...
I mean, again, makes sense. It's like a massive core item on Visage, but I have been enjoying that build on the Lunas.
Yeah. We'll see how
Then
this
again-
works out for Luna. I don't know. I assume he maxed out the glaives first. It's great for farming, but now you're level 9. You've only got 2 points in Lucent Beam, and you still need to skill up the ultimate. So you're not really fighting ready.
That's fine, though, I think, because the Meepo's gone fighting ready, right? The Meepo's the one who's picking up this blink. You're the one who's keeping pace with the Spectre, and then you still have another hero on top, which feels really good for TSpirit.
Yeah, definitely. I think this build of Luna's fine. My point is where you have to play around it.
Yeah.
They have to make sure they don't get baited into fights where they're not going to have the damage. And you can fake it a little bit. You know, this is the point where it can be hard for the enemy to read, all right, does Luna have her ultimate? Has she even skilled up Lucent Beam? Is she a threat? And you can kind of fake it in some regard.
Well, they do know because they stole her Lucent Beam, actually, on Yapsor, but...
You know, that's a good point. Rubik is pretty good at figuring that shit out. I'll give you that one.
But yeah, again, back to the helm, like, as long as the Visage is going to have that helm buff on you, then you're very happy as a Luna, right? I think you can go for these more expensive items that just buff you agi-wise. Gamich kind of playing the poor Shaker this game.
Yeah, they find him.
Yeah, at least that scouts the rotation and gives his Luna time to TP out. Unfortunately, Duratio panic TP'd and went straight back to the fountain, so not back to the neutrals.
Are scanning.
And you were completely right about this Radiance. Matsu's going to get away with this. 1-1 and 2. They're giving him way too much space, and he's got 3,500 gold towards that relic.
It feels like they're very hellbent on getting Ergon the E-Blade before they want to make another aggressive maneuver. Probably because that one gank onto Nisha. Like, to be fair, they have definitely dissuaded Nisha because he has not played as far up in the lanes, which is partially why the lead isn't like growing at all for Secret, or at least Nisha's not like farming like crazy compared to Matsu. But it was a close kill with the help of the ulti from the Chen, so
yeah,
they want to guarantee they're going to get some easy kills this time. And now both teams probably going to be scouting this Roche pit because they just scanned from the Dire, but equally you could be thinking, you know, it's a Meatball lineup. They might be in the pit if we don't see them.
Yeah, I think hard for Secret to kill Roche, but eager to engage if you see Spirit go into the pit.
I think
Medallion on Visage certainly opens that up as a possibility.
Yeah, Spirit recognized that, like, it's very obvious they want Roche because they have a Visage and a Meepo. So they know that, like, the main play that Secret always does is they steal Roche in these situations. We saw them do it the other day. I think it was versus Liquid, where it was like Liquid were doing really well, and it was very obvious that they wanted to go for the Roche next with like a Lycan or something, and then Secret just stole it. And they're like, oh, well, that just ruined their game plan.
Yeah. Just takes one. Now the Visage is going to prioritize auras. Again, a good call there. After the Vlads, I'm curious if he's going to prioritize the Aghanims at all, or if that's just a dead build.
I don't think that it's
birds.
worth it. Yeah, I'd rather just have like a pipe or something, you know?
Yeah, I definitely see the merit behind the auras. The Vlads makes a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah, Vlad's is crazy good. The Meatbow. I mean, and the Luna too, frankly. Like, it's obviously, like, both of these heroes are very big agi benefiters to auras.
Blink Dagger also out on Zai. So Nigma's been fairly quiet, but he is ready to blink Black Hole if he finds an opportunity. This time, just gonna blink to safety. And Meepo,
you know how
Necro Books.
How Duratio was just standing there by himself, and they had the smoked up Visage next to him. They pinged out that the Visage was there because they saw the auras on the Luna.
Oh.
And they started pinging the ground next to the Luna with like the big X ones. Like, yo, they're standing right there.
Dude.
Because she suddenly got helm buff and stuff going on.
That's a little next level.
Yeah.
It's bait. Well, now Luna's going to go BKB. This build just doesn't seem as intimidating. She is accelerating fairly quickly, but still has a ways to go. Barely ahead of the Spectre, but really not by much. And, of course, Matsu's farm will also accelerate once he gets the Radiance, which is only 400 gold off.
I think this build's pretty intimidating. Like, compared to last game, it's literally just better as long as she's the Helmora, right?
I guess.
And you're just not seeing that big plus bonus right now.
Well, I think it's more that she's only 200 net worth ahead of the Spectre, and she's invested in this Moonglades build. You know, like, you didn't have any opportunity to take a fight with Lucent Beam or Eclipse, and that's fine. But don't you feel like she should be further ahead of the Spectre at this point? Like, how is Matsu farming so well? Maybe that's the real question to be asking.
Probably because there's a Meepo taking half her jungle. Right.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. And he has, like, Matsu really hasn't been pressured much at all. This has been...
No, he's been on lanes the whole time.
He's
playing pretty safe.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, look, he thinks that he's being smoked at right now. And he went way back to the neutrals, which actually was at least one more free wave, but he was half correct because they're starting to make a movement down here now.
Yeah. Spirit have been playing almost weirdly passive. I guess they're waiting for some key items. Like they've got Blink E-Blade. I thought that maybe they'd at least try to go for a pickoff around that timing, but Urgon seems pretty happy just to keep farming.
They're happy drawing the line, I guess, and just saying, yep, we're going to stay on this side. If they come forward, we'll fight them. Like now, he might get the Silver Edge done by the time Secret play aggro, and then suddenly you might just lose Matu right away when he tries to rely on the dispersion.
Now the Radiance is out. First
Really
hurdle
nice Silver Edge game.
done for Matu. For Spirit, yeah.
It's just like, it's so good versus the Spectre, and like it's a nice stats item. Like sure, we throw around quite a bit of hate on the item at times, but it makes sense for Meepo.
Yes, absolutely. That's one where the upgrade with the ulti orb is like well worth the investment. On a lot of other
he buys the
heroes.
ulti orb first. That's how you know what I mean. Like, but who needs a Shadow Blade?
Oh, up top. They're going to find the Visage. Matu haunts in right away. Visage will die first. And maybe looking for more. Jump forward from Nisha. They find Yamish. That's an easy 2. Secret, the aggressor, is fighting around this Radiance. Did they get it in time? Yep.
No.
That's 2 outposts.
No, they didn't.
Oh. Well, okay. It's 2 outposts controlled by the Dire.
Yeah, they didn't steal it back in time.
Wow.
I had the same thought. I was like, oh yeah, huh.
Okay.
Still there. Oh, there goes Zai.
That was close. Maybe they'll still find Puppy. Okay, he'll settle for some neutral creeps instead. Now Nisha comes back in. They want Misha. He does have the Blade Mail on. Finishes him off, and now Urgon actually kind of low. This Meepo needs to be careful. The rest of Secret are coming on in, and they've got him.
Man.
All those Meepos on top of Midnight Pulse, burning down from the Flame Guard, taking Sleights of Fist. It's just too much.
Zai's so good, man. He holds the black hole. Like, that looks so tempting, because, like, who cares? It's a level 1 black hole. It's 20 minutes in. Guarantee the Meepo killed. He's like, nah, it's fine. I'm sure this is okay.
I believe in my teammates.
Yeah.
Well, top tier 2 goes down. Now this mid tier 1 probably going to fall. They're just going to charge into the Luna, and Duraccio in big trouble. They're having trouble finishing him off, but they get it.
You know when we talk about Secret just making games look easy, this is where they make teams just look stupid. It's like what are you guys doing here? Like, why are you all dying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, their strat was, okay, Matu, you buy Radiance, and then as soon as you get it, we're going to go all 5 in one lane, and then you're going to ult. That's exactly what they did.
They killed 2 heroes up here, and they just walk mid, and there's still heroes here, and then they just die.
They just charge at him under the tier 1, and they still have Black Hole.
Yeah, they actually make their opponents look dumb. It's like, how did you guys just die there? And Frank, like, I don't really understand, to be honest. I guess because they feel safe and they don't think they're gonna dive them like that or something. But
well, it's like they flipped the switch. You just spent 20 minutes of pretty passive farming, both sides on their half of the river. Then all of a sudden, the Secret goes, okay, we're going. They
20
run
minutes,
out
no
of top.
push.
They run out of mid. Spirit's like, where the hell did that come from? And now BKB up on Luna, but that'll be Roche for Secret. Aegis in the hands of Matsu. That's cool, but maybe a bigger deal that it's been denied from Spirit. I don't know. I mean, the E-Blade on Meepo is just core, right? It's the best stat item you can buy for what Meepo wants, but I would like to see him try to hunt a little bit more. I feel like this Meepo play has perhaps just been a little too passive.
Yeah.
Being hypercritical.
No, I think that was what they were probably hoping for, was that they would have controlled more of that bottom part of the map and not just their own half. But it's, you know, this is a, what, 10th pick Meepo, so you're expecting more out of the start of this game.
Now he's on the run. Shane nets on the Spectre, but Big Bad Nisha's here, and now Urgon could be in some trouble. He is dying so fast. Wow.
It's like
they handled it.
It's like he doesn't even have ransack. I don't know. The dispersion kind of cancels it out, you know?
Yeah. I feel you just feel the Ember just burning him down. The Sleight of Fist is doing a significant amount of damage. Like, against right-clickers, sometimes you'll see Meepos be cheeky with the E-Blade and use it defensively to save a Meepo, but hard to do that against the Ember, who's also putting out a decent amount of magic damage. Tier 1 tower bottom falls, and Secret just keep this train rolling. They got Eidolons, they got a Siege.
I mean,
Creep.
they have Blink.
They did.
They have Blink, Black Hole, BKB. Like, they just have the stamp already for his eye. It's just like, yeah, this game's good. We're fine.
any big break points coming up here for Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower has
Luna
fallen.
still a ways off the butterfly. I mean, she has that 10-second BKB. That's
Dire's
something.
bottom
They have the
tower
blink too
is
from the
under
Shaker,
attack.
so
All right,
they
yeah.
have their own potential big play.
Is under
Well, they're going to need to make it because Secret are pressuring high ground. They don't want to commit, but I think they're just forcing a rotation from Spirit. And a lot of damage on that tower. Matsu, front lining, still has the Aegis, don't forget. A lot of time left on it. Big damage onto Misha. There's the black hole. Connects on 2. Beautifully done by Zai. Haunt to try to isolate the back line.
Stolen Eclipse.
Braccio, yeah, doesn't really get much out of that. God, Yapsor's so good. He was just waiting.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't let it rip on that edge. I mean, she was dead anyway, but there were no creeps too. And he's just gonna hold that. He's too good.
Bottom barracks are
A long
under
cooldown, so save it.
But yeah, that was a pretty good way to start. The creeps are coming. They have not got the cut going. I think this one is just done and dusted, man. Like a game behind with the Visage and the Meepo. There's that slight miss of the window, and they still have Echo Slam.
has fallen.
I might catch Nisha here, but Spirit not able to follow up. And still a tier 2 standing mid, so maybe that'll repel Secret from wanting to stick around too long, but I mean, they know they've got this in the bag. There is no pressure right now for them to close this out.
They need the Silver Edge finished on the Meepo, and they're just gonna smoke and try and kill Matu. But unfortunately, trying to kill Matu is very difficult when there is a level 2 Hand of God to globally help him as well. He just needs so much. Look where Matsu's playing right now. He's just diving the tower. He doesn't care. He's got a minute and a half left on his Aegis, and he's looking to burn it. And there we
Back
go.
line though. Echo Slam. Puppy trying to heal through it. Yapsor goes down. Nisha still alive though. Finishes off Urgon. And now this fight looks tough for Spirit. Draccio BKB's done. Trying to do what damage he can, but he gets stunned up by Puppy. And he gets taken down pretty quickly by Matsu. Now the Penitence from the Pupster sets up a triple for Matsu. Malik, the last survivor.
Dire's mid
And yeah, we all know what's happening here. This is going to be a full 5-man wipe.
GG.
GG. Okay.
Bless you, Team Spirit. At least they accept that this one did not work out the way they had hoped. The Meepo was not enough as a flat pick alongside that Visage to try and run this game down. I do think there was a window. You know, they kept it even for a while. Took some time for this rating to get on.
It's turn to pick.
Tinker now, I always think in pub games, like, let's drag it out as long as possible because at 70 minutes, he's going to get tired and start making mistakes. I actually think that's a thing in lower tier pubs.
Oh, 100%.
Tinker
Eventually, they
is...
just get a little bit bored,
10
yeah.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Your
So
arms
big
can swing.
pairings of the Tinker, the Beastmaster is a classic. Oh, shit. Are we doing support Kunkka?
They picked
What
your Kunkka.
What are we doing? Remember the Kunkka Tinker?
No, what's the... I thought that this is like a block pick because Kunkka is good at catching Tinker.
No, remember they used to do support Kunkka would sit in the fountain and he would X the Tinker and the Tinker would TP out, blink, cast his shit and get pulled back.
10
Oh,
seconds
the
remaining.
free trips to the well. Oh my
It's like
God.
you don't even have to
You're so right.
rearm or anything. It was like
You're
a really
so
cheesy.
right.
Some NA team did it, I think.
Oh my God, it is really cheesy, and there isn't really a great way to stop it.
I don't even think that's what they're doing. I think it's just a core Kunkka. I think it's, or I assume it's like a Zai Kunkka or something, but we'll see.
Nisha Tinker, Zai Kunkka, and then something for
Radiant
Matsu.
team
That
back.
sounds okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind like a Beastmaster or like a Vision Hero, like those classic Tinker friends, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That you could lone Druid. That would be a little wild. Kind of like double greedy, but at the same time, it's so good with the bear.
Dude, what if you did a Matsu Kunkka safe lane and then Zai plays Bounty Hunter?
Or Beastmaster. Oh, Bounty Hunter. Yeah, that's pretty good. They could also just do safe lane Bounty Hunter.
That's true.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
Matsu was trying to
Matsu
stream
plays
that for a
Bounty.
while when it
5
first got
seconds remaining.
I mean,
tried to make it work.
yeah, that is like the most classic Tinker partner. It is so hard to play against, and they have no dispel right now on Spirit. I guess Life Stealer has rage, but
I lied. That it's not the biggest slapdown to have someone steal your whole draft. It's to pick Tinker third against you in the year 2020. That's the biggest disrespect in drafting. They're like literally we're scrimming on your face. Like this league play is a waste of our time, so we can't scrim. So we need to scrim in our league play.
there you go.
Radiant
Storm
team
Spirit.
pick.
Very annoying against Tinker. Troll. Very annoying against Life Stealer. What are the last picks? I feel bad for Spirit. They are clearly drafting to win.
I wonder why they didn't pick Storm instead of the Lifestealer. Like knowing that Storm is like the end all be all counter to Tinker, right? Like the other ones are Spectre, roles, I mean supports like Nyx and stuff.
Although, I guess Kunkka is a little bit of a block pick there. He can be okay
5
against Storm,
seconds
right?
remaining.
He's got catch. Life Stealer. Is this a support Void Spirit? Or is it a support Pangolier? I don't know what position they're trying to pick here.
I mean, is it worth going back for something like the Nyx Assassin? Like one of these big counters that can actually try and stop Tinker?
Yeah, it's a shit. Like Spectre is also a really good counter to Tinker. I would maybe.
But
I
then how do you lane that with a Lifestealer?
Well, yeah, now you can't pick it. I was sort of thinking instead of the Life Stealer, though I also understand the temptation for Rage against X, Tinker, and Earthshaker. Having a built-in BKB. Pretty big deal.
Tinker.
But tons of flexibility. Is this a 4 Pango? Is there like an offlaner you can take that's good against Tinker? Are there any vision heroes that Spirit could take? Like, do they take Beastmaster to try to scout out Tinker?
Yeah, Beast is pretty okay.
It's not the best, but you need some kind of vision game. If you don't have any tools to identify the Tinker, he's just going to run over you.
Turn to pick.
Yeah. And they will go for support, but it's a faster pushing support. So they're going to try and rush this game down. And
Choose your
oh my god, they don't take the lone druid, they take the anti-mage.
Oh, they snap pick the anti-mage. So it is a Yapsor Tinker. Dude, I sniped it. I called it completely. It's a Puppy Ench, a Zai Shaker, a Yapsor Tinker, a Nisha Kunkka, and of course a Matumba.
At least we didn't rule it out. At least we agreed that you can never rule out the potential support. So I haven't seen a support Tinker since Pylite and I did it on Cloud9 in like 2016 and tried to pull the creeps from mid and fed 8 times or something. Maybe I missed a secret game lately, but I'm not aware of them pulling this one out lately.
Yeah.
Now I have to check. Because I'm really curious if they've done it with a potential build. I mean, they didn't even pick this during their little show match thing.
I'm trying to like what you have a blind, so that is sort of a cool support thing. You can do damage from the back line. You know, you rockets.
Oh, they picked one 8 days ago. Oh, but they have a Beastmaster. This is definitely a core one. Yeah, that was for Nisha. Nisha played Tinker 8 days ago.
Wow. Well, Secret's certainly going to have some fun here. Now, here's the real question, bud. What are the chances that Spirit win this game? How crazy is this Secret draft? Anti-mage support with a Tinker safe lane. Wait, what? I said that backwards.
Then you got me really excited.
With an anti-mage safe lane.
I mean, I still feel like they're just going to win.
Yeah. They are maybe just the better team, so they can make this work. I suppose we'll see. I love how Nisha just starts off negative. So Tinker Shaker is the off-lane combo for Yappy and Zai. That means it's going to be the Puppy Ench and Nisha Kunkka in the safe lane. And is Matumba Man playing mid? It sure looks like it.
Yeah, he's got the mid items. Looks good, right? With the 3 potential cores, he can go mid versus theoretically any of them, so he's fine.
That is very true. Who are they going to put mid?
Probably the Void Spirit.
It's got to be Urgon. Yeah, it's Void Spirit. So that should be great for AM. I guess it's good for the Void Spirit too. He can rotate around while AM's still farming, but... Well, this is going to be a real treat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dota Pit 2020 here in Europe.
This is like this is like Midas mode when teams started randoming. And there was no winning. It's like if you don't random and you lose, you're and you win, you're just a tryhard. And if you then random and then you still lose to them, it's like, oh well, at least we random too. Now, like, what if you lose to support Tinker?
Dracho, he's going to be blocked out. It's a good fissure from Zai, though he's got a lot of support now. Spirit pressing forward. They're going to put some damage onto Zai. Puppy snags the room, and no first blood drawn. Just a salve used by Spirit. More damage. Puppy comes back in, says, hey guys, if you still want to fight, I'm here. And Spirit going to call that bluff. The blind from Yapzor. Is it going to save Puppy? No. That's a first blood for Yamich.
That was nice. The Regoose back in. Urgon's just going to appear from behind Matu. Hello.
Hey. I'm excited to watch this AM versus Void Spirit.
Still going to burn your mana, dude. What?
Yeah, like, Matu's going to take some damage. He has a Fairy Fire, already chewing through regen, but I think Void Spirit pretty unhappy to be playing on no mana.
Yeah, I like that trade a lot from Matu, because he basically just said, look, like, that's 4... Look, you had 3 more Resonant Pulses I just killed right there when you traded all that HP.
I think Matu's sitting in his chair giggling it up. Yeah, guys, I already won mid.
To be fair, though, Urgon did get the salve because it got ferried out a lot faster. Probably from the assist gold.
Still, this is your dream with AM if you can constantly maintain your enemies at this low mana state. You can't kill them, but you can keep them at bay pretty darn well.
I think it's funny that they didn't even commit that hard to counters versus Tinker, really. At least it doesn't feel that way, and they still put it on support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like they got the Storm Spirit and were like, aha! Maybe that was really what they were hoping for. They were like, oh man, they're going to pick Storm, and then we'll pick AM. It's like, oh, they just picked... so mid hero. What do we do now?
Right. There's a big creep wave coming in, so Lifestealer might be able to rack up some of these last hits, but the blind on the laser is pretty annoying. It starts at 3 seconds. It's a little bit similar to like what you can do with a Pugna decrep in terms of messing up last hits. And Lifestealer is struggling, so...
I mean, Tinker does the same stuff mid, right? It's just now you're applying it as a support.
Yeah. Nice TP from Yapzor. Knows that Misha does not have Ice Path.
I think he was 2 XP shy.
No surprise, even farm trading mid. 2 behind right now, but has a wave coming into the tower. Should be able to close the gap. Snipes the range creep.
Nisha's not having a very fun time up here, though. I mean, obviously that'll get a little bit better as the Tiebringers stack up, but Malik's been really good at hitting him with these like long range and constant swashbuckles. Just trying to keep him low.
Tipper. I mean, he's ahead of the Lifestealer still, so it's working out okay. And they get the stomp, but unfortunately missed the torrent.
Yeah, and he believes it.
Yep, almost able to survive, but the right clicks will be there. And now Yamich going to be on the run, still only level 1 as the Centaur goes down.
That was a really weird swashbuckle.
And now Misha, the other Isha, if you will, down bottom, gets finished off by the Zai Yapzor combo. So support Tinker. It is a lot of magic damage coming out of these two heroes. I'll give you that. I mean, the Tinker's certainly got burst. He's got mana sustainability issues. He's still going to go Soul Ring at some point.
Yeah, I'm curious what his build will be towards like the marches. Like, how much do you need to invest in marches as a support Tinker?
Very little, I would say. I think you just want damage. I think he's going to go 4-4-0.
Yeah, but don't you kind of want to scale too? Like, you have a Shaker core who's going to start hunting eventually. And then I say that, and Zai is currently on his way to building a Necro, so...
They're going to move in onto Yapzor. Draccio gets off the rage, but he's actually going to take a decent amount of damage here. Yapzor's going to turn and throw some auto attacks. Gets blocked out by the Fissure, and they take him to school, dude. They bought him a notebook. They sat him down and said, son, this is what happens when you cross this line.
And you know what's cool is we were talking about all these partners with the Tinker, right? But they're just going to build the Necros on the Earthshakers. So he can still go for the Boots of Travel later and have that partner he can TP in on.
Yeah. True.
I think that should still be your goal. Support or core as the Tinker. I think Boots of Travel are just like way too core. I don't think he's going to go like Arcanes or anything.
I think so, because some of it is just shoving out waves to put pressure on in the side lanes and then still participating in fights. I totally agree. Bots are... It's sort of like Soul Ring. It's just unanimously good on Tinker. Blink Dagger also probably in that category. Zai down bottom, taking some damage.
Oh man, it's a good thing he's out of mana though. So they have to rage just to play aggressive onto Zai, which means that there's a potential for a just turnaround kill, right? Because he needs to rage just to try and right click to get through the blind. And then when he starts running back like that, like if there was mana on Zai, I'm pretty sure Draccio would have died. In fact, he might be dead right now.
Oh.
Oh, all right, he has the Fairy Fire.
Checking in on mid. Dead even. Although Urgon is about to hit level 6. Let's take a look at net worth and see where they're at.
Yapzor?
And the Void Spirit is ahead, so... Oh, they're going to find Yapzor down bottom. Zai also likely to go down here. Does get the counter kill onto Misha, so that feels good. But a 2-for-1. Draccio the winner.
Does he go for the bounty room?
Both bounties.
He's going for it.
It's going to pay off. So, yeah, CS is pretty even mid, but Matu has chewed through a bit more regen, it looks like.
Not by much, though. They're pretty much even.
Oh, he's picked up some more last hits. Yep.
I mean...
So, Farmfest mid.
I assume nothing's going to change for AM. I believe he's just going to play some AM Dota.
Yeah, but so that's an interesting dynamic. You know, Urgon will have the ability to start moving around and ganking, and your opportunity cost is an AM free farming, so that kind of sucks, but at the same time, if you get kills in this sort of 4v5 when AM doesn't want to fight...
And they have a support Tinker.
Yeah, it's like the AM can't respond the way a traditional mid could, like a Dragon Knight or a Quap who can just TP and match your Thunder.
They do have a mid, though, right? Because they have a Kunkka.
That is true.
So he's going to do the exact same stuff out of the safe lane.
Although Matsu, whoa, he pops that Mana Void mid.
Up top.
Fight. They will bring down Malik.
And that's without the boat, too. Gives the 6 over to Nisha, and that's all just starting with an X.
Wow, this top lane now very much in favor of Secret. I'm not sure which our observer was looking at there, but mid, there was a big battle. Void versus Anti-Mage, and neither of them died, but both within 1 or 2 hits.
And Yapzor is indeed just going to go straight for the Boots of Travel after.
Okay.
And there's the Necros. Oh, that's going to be such a great combo, dude.
So far, no point in March. 0-2-2 at level 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Yapzor's going to do. He might just treat it like he's farming a Blink on another hero, where it's like, sure, it's going to take me a while to get these bots, but I'll get there, and I can do it through killing. I don't have to commit to just, like, farming neutrals, because he's going to have this AM. Mind you, it'll really only be the AM. Everyone else is going to be looking to fight on his team, so there will be space in the jungle if he wants to go for stacks. Nisha, is he going to throw out the torrent? Does he want it? He's going to defensively use the Shadow Realm just in case.
Gotta believe in yourself.
I think Ergon just ran home, by the way. TP back mid, so Matu gaining a little bit more of a lead here too.
It's very weird seeing a Shaker with nothing but Quelling Blade and Necrobook. Dare I say, what a time to be alive.
It's the life of Zai, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess it is just that value item. Matu, Ergon again, battling it out. Double damage on the AM. He is going to go for this. Blinks up to the high ground, forces the TP on the run. Just be a little careful here, but gets the mana void. And now he's going to pop Yamage. He blinks forward and finds it. Might die to the tower. Oh, yes, he will. Still very much worth.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he wanted to. I thought he did want to die at first, and then he like kind of half changed his mind. He like went behind the tree, then he went back out. Oh, you know what it was? There was this Radiant Ward that saw him for one extra time. Maybe that's what screwed him up.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Vision into the tree line. Yep. Panic moment when you know they have vision, but you don't know where.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, AM mid seems to be working out pretty well.
Yeah, I would say so.
That is one advantage to AM that I guess the Void Spirit generally takes with the Astral Step is you can blink to runes. So that rune control is pretty significant. Up top now, Nisha and Malik going to be going at it. Both not coming. Nisha actually going to hold it. Okay. So far, Ergon not rotating at all. He's just been planted in the mid lane.
You know, I often
that shifts.
Yeah, I talk about how like I feel like a Techies rework should include like an artillery ability where like he can still help in team fights from like far away or something. That's pretty much the support Tinker. Do you see like 2,500 range? Look, the Necro is chasing Nisha, and he's just gonna die because of it.
Yep. And they did kill Puppy up top. Malik with the Rolling Thunder able to chase him down. But yeah, absolutely. From like a support perspective, the range is ridiculous, and his burst damage is crazy with this build.
Yeah, it's twice the distance of your typical aura, even a little bit further. 2,500. It doesn't even show a box when you highlight it. It's so big.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Wow, that's right.
Nice recap from Aragon though to get some XP for the Radiant team.
Dracio maybe in trouble as he presses forward, but now blocked out. Ergon's here. Dracio's still gonna fall. Might get this kill on Yapsor.
Matu's here
Not
though.
quite though. Matu ready to stay his friend. Path does clip him though, and Misha gets the kill. He's also gonna pay with his life though. And the roaming anti-mage will get another one up on the scoreboard here.
They who live by the wand.
Just another
Matu,
double
having
kill.
a field day.
Yeah. I thought the Kunkka was the rotating hero, guys.
Dude, Tinker is 3-3-0 right now. I think I called this build. He's just gone. Oh, look at that. He gets the point in March now. Very interesting. At level 7. So not going to max out rocket or laser first.
I think it was just a state of the game situation, you know?
Right. So he was in lane doing burst, and now that he's mid, he's like, okay, I'm going to farm a little. We're not just rolling the same lane. I guess they're going to trade. Down bottom, Zai will fall. By trade, I was thinking lanes on the side of Secret. Now they'll go in onto Puppy, and Ench falls. That's a set of kills for Spirit. Very nice. And a pause to discuss their recent success.
Having a little mini celebration there.
High fives all around, boys.
We got him.
So I wonder if they're just going to transition this, or Yapsor is just gonna go mid, work the jungle, farm that lane, and then they'll just let Anti-Mage take a side lane now.
I think we'll just see the Kunkka being more active. Nisha's gonna, I mean, Nisha's got the most last hits probably in the game right now. Yeah, 87. I think he's gonna see a little bit more frontline action.
Yep.
And we might see the Tinker and the AM farming a bit more, because you want to get this Battle Fury finished up here for Matu and get him rolling. Let Zai and Nisha play together. But Zai's gonna rotate in, and Nisha's gonna rotate out. Is that a medallion? Dude, Nisha's crazy. Medallion Kunkka. I mean, obviously very good versus the Life Stealer, but not a very common like first item to go Solar Crest.
No, they're gonna try to combo down the Life Stealer, and they do it. Zai with the dunk while the boat arrives. Not even a chance to use the rage.
Tower has fallen.
But why Solar Crest over Halberd, for example? I wonder. Just the like, there's definitely more offensive potential with the medallion and the solar crest, which is kind of cool. But obviously, Halberd's is one of these items you think of versus Lifesteal. It's just like, haha, you're useless, and really good item on the Kunkka with the stats and everything. It also gives you Roche though when you have the medallion, which is nice.
That was the only advantage I could think of.
It's a nice build. He also doesn't have a bottle or anything, I guess, because he's not like playing out of mid, so it gives him some mana regen.
Top tier 1 might fall in favor of Spirit, but mid lane, Lifestealer jumps inside of a creep. Okay, he'll survive this one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man, those level 4 missiles hurt. It's funny, it's support Digger. He doesn't even take rearm because he like can't support it.
Yeah. I mean, that part of it makes sense. Rearm is pretty mana intensive. Mid lane, Nisha again. They're sort of just feigning the pressure. It's almost like he's doing this bluff play where he throws out the X and sometimes they go for it. Sometimes they don't. They'll find him this time though. And Puppy will be there with the impetus. Urgon able to get away with the astral step.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not quite able to get the Kunkka close enough. No, I say that, and now Nisha got him.
He's rotated in. There's the X. Out comes the torrent.
Nice.
Nice to simulate.
I mean, it's tough, right? Because you don't want to do it too early in case you get like he waits. But Nisha went for like the long haul there, thinking he might pop the dissimulate early. I'm sure.
Well, not going as bad for Spirit as we kind of thought it could, right? They're sort of hanging in there. It's certainly alarming that the anti-mage is this far ahead without the Battle Fury, and that'll kick in before too long, probably another minute or two.
I don't know. I don't know where you go from here, man. It just looks really bad. They can keep killing like Poppy and Zai. Well, they can't kill him.
We'll see. They're going to try to kill Puppy. Urgon will get him, but Nisha also comes in with a good combo. That'll finish off Yamich. And Matsu's here. Say goodbye to your mana, Urgon. Does get off a nice taunt. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nisha tanking the whole team, just walking on the macro pyre. Yapstar in the back throwing missiles. And they still lose the Kunkka. Anti-mage, though, drops the mana void, gets Urgon low. He'll go down. Dunk from Zai. Only connects on 2, but might set up for more out of the anti-mage. Now it gets a disarm. Draccio comes in. Matsu waits defensively. Now Zai going to be on the run. Secret trying to get out. And I think Zai going to be left behind.
Large money.
Oh, nice stun, but no. Shadow Realm's got him.
That frost armor almost saved him, the ice armor.
And more rockets. That'll get Malik. They've got a ward down. Support Tinker.
Hitting him with the tips.
And he gets plus 25 cast range now.
Hey, that's Nisha back mid. It's gonna be a double death here. They can finish it off.
Gonna find this. The fear, it's gonna push him the way he wants to go, but can't do anything. Urgon jumps in. Nisha not gonna live.
Okay.
Big kills.
Still gaining gold on Secret while this is happening, unfortunately, for the side of TSpirit, but at least they're finding these kills.
Now, there's BOTs on the Tinker and Battle Fury on Anti-Mage, so 2 huge items now complete.
So they just have like 5 cores now? I'm sorry, they have 4 cores, I guess. Poppy doesn't get to join that elite group, so he goes into the jungle again.
Net worth-wise, he's not that far behind.
Oh, Poppy, he's juking. He's sprunking all over their faces.
Oh, finds his way to the base. And now Draccio's there.
No, I think he's okay. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the Curse Crown.
And also the Bedlam.
And no TPs.
Well, Puppy's going to make him work for it. He's going to live as long as possible on the run.
He's got enough mana for Brambles.
Puppy? This is time. Draccio's not farming.
Why stop moving?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Got busy, I guess.
Top tower is under attack.
Well, okay. Meanwhile, the bottom lane. Gonna dive onto this Pango. He's got a Rolling Thunder TP. Oh, does he? Oh, they get the stun. There's the Rolling Thunder. Now he might be okay. Uh-oh, TP to the outpost. He's good.
Nah, he went home. He just started it really late.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. Oh, man. This feels awful. I just, like, feel bad for Spirit. I don't want to be in this game if I'm them. I just...
It feels a little hopeless. Yeah.
It does.
Like, you don't really have pushing heroes. If I were the Jakiro in this game, you're just kind of clicking around in a safe spot in your jungle trying to figure out what you can do. As your sort of food, Misha has a level 1 Necro book. That's something.
He just rushed it, and I don't know why, like, the Urgon build as well, like going for this Chrysalis and not the Yules first. I mean, I guess he isn't committed or anything, but I thought maybe he would go on the Yules and they would try and hunt down, like, Zai and the Tinker.
Yeah, I think the Yules is particularly good on the Void Spirit.
And it's quite bad versus, like, AM and stuff, I guess. Like, if you're trying to find your own carry, right? Like, to help with the damage, I guess that's the thought process, but...
It's not that Secret are so far ahead, Spirit can't close the gap. It just feels like such a tall order.
I mean, they're so far ahead with these heroes, dude. This feels terrible.
And it's like, you just have no option. You can't push anything. Like, Tinker, Kunkka, Earthshaker, how are you ever going to push a tier 2 tower? They have such good defense when you're in small proximity. We'll see a fight here in the jungle. Terrorize, interrupted. Nice fissure. Yamich just going to recast it, but not going to survive. Yapsor in the back just laying in the missiles. Going to be out of mana now, but heading back to the well. Dunk. Solo onto Drachio. Dude, they are handling this Lifestealer so well. It's like he doesn't have rage.
Yeah, he's like irrelevant this game.
Like, it's not just that they're killing him. The stun lock from Secret is so impressive. They just comboed him full to 0. He has an armlet. I mean, it's not like this Lifestealer went for some greedy build. He just can't do anything. Urgon in on Nisha. No boat. Zai, though, with a fissure. I think Nisha's a goner. And yeah, Secret not going to go for this.
It's hard to get the +1 right now without the Blink Dagger done on Malik, and the Void Spirit's not that scary quite yet, but he is getting there, right? He finished at the Chrysalis. He's going for his own Deso too. I think the Lifestealer also wants one. But finding their own chain stun later on the AM is going to require probably a Yules after the blink, I guess, for Malik, right? We'll have to, like, blink with the Rolling Thunder and then just Yules himself in place.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, they
attack.
need something. At least got Ice Path, I guess. It feels almost criminal not to have a Yules when you have a Jakiro and a Void Spirit. Like, they can set up such a great CC chain. Here we go, in onto the AM. This is the CC chain we're talking about, but they're going to be short on damage. That was the beginning of it, but you needed a little bit more. Now the rest of Spirit ready to rumble.
Oh, that Fissure.
They'll come in mid. Zai breaks it up. No, on the other side, Puppy caught by Urgon. And, okay, they do get him. Yapsor on the other side, finished off by Malik. It will cost Malik his life.
Oh, he's feared on the AM.
They're coming in before. The AM could fall.
Wait, the burn down.
Fire. He'll burn from the Macro Pyre. The 2 seconds is sticky.
He did 100 damage to the AM. That's all he needed.
Now Nisha, he's going to get dove. Secret about to lose 3. Nisha very tanky, but Zai though? Okay, is this the turn? They use the glyph to get the extra damage out of the tower, and Urgon will chase down the Kunkka and finish him off.
Like, I can't believe it feels like they're bobbing and weaving through a puzzle or something here on the side of TSpirit just to get into that fight and find something good.
And now again, they are going to pause and think about this for a moment. Trying to get into the heads of Secret. We're going to manner pause after every team fight. It might be working.
All right, well, that was kind of a everything went really well for a situation from TSpirit, so pat yourselves on the back. You did it. Very difficult to execute, so we have to be impressed with that. And now they just have to keep trying to get that play going again. Unfortunately, Tinker's about to level up here in a second, be it either through the Kaya or the Blink.
Yeah. The kill on the AM's big, but he's still so far ahead, you're going to have to kill him quite a few more times. So Don't take it for granted. It would seem that the Terrorize is going to be one of their more effective disables that is going to be key for this CC chain.
But let us...
They're going to have to...
You know, let us not be negative, Nellies. You know, that was a big kill. I mean, what was the lead before that? It was like 9 or 10K almost?
Yeah.
Woo.
It was more like 8.
We'll say 10K. It was like 10K.
I missed the recap. I think it was like a 1,500 swing because Secret got some kills also. It was not... I mean, look at the net worth. AM is still 4,000 up on the 7,000 net worth Void Spirit. So it is big. I don't want to downplay what just happened, but... AM's got a little buffer built into that bank ledger, if you know what I'm saying.
They need some help, dude. We gotta help them out, you know.
Radiant's
They can sense our hopelessness for them. We are holding them back.
Boys, we're gonna need a Yule's Scepter. I'm all in on this, Trent. I'm dying on this hill. Spirit need a Yule's.
But, I mean, it's a little late, isn't it?
So, all right, Willow's gonna get it. Between Willow, Jakiro, and Void Spirit, I don't know if it's ever late, dude. Those heroes do so much comboing with that. It just takes one. Somebody's got to start it. Jakiro's happy to follow up with his Necro Book. That's okay.
Of course, the first time Matsu's gonna somehow counterspell it.
Yeah, you're probably right. But at least Willow's going for it. So now I'm okay. I digress.
Thank you. Thank you for your digression. In the mid, they're smoked up. There's a double damage. That's a DD in Dota lingo. Coming up the mid lane on Duraccio.
Our boy Duraccio.
Oh, Zai's gonna smoke into the smoke. Haha! Ah, if only I had Yules. He's gone.
A bold play. The Cursed Crown connects.
Oh my god.
Pump fake, and Zai just TPs, dude. He's like, I'm out. See you later. I know that pump fake trick there, Malik. You're not gonna get me. Well, effectively thwarted the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Zai with the big brain plays.
Meanwhile, they just keep playing down bottom. Take some Ancients down.
Urgon in the danger zone.
Oh yeah. Give him the Slim Slam. Oh, wrong side of the fissure.
Right.
But he's still...
Well, it doesn't matter.
Dude, he's almost level 20.
Added some style points. He just kind of walked around the fissure.
The next highest level is 15 and a half.
Yeah, let's get a level breakdown. Oh,
good God.
Now Puppy is level 10 to compensate.
Radiant's bottom tower.
My God, Saori! Is that the Yule's music? They got the smoke. They're gonna do it.
All right, here we go. This is the time. Spirit. This is the play. I'm ready to see this.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Zai. Oh, Bob, weaving, juke and jump. He doesn't even blink.
Dude, he sidesteps the brambles. That Terrorize might have hit him, actually.
He was too cool. He's like, nah, I don't want to blink. I'm good.
Now the Blink Dagger on Tinker, and he's going to get a Kaya. So he's just buying Tinker items. This really is the fourth core.
I'm surprised how farm Puppy is. I don't really know how that's happening.
He's got the Glimmer Cape, and Vlad's going to be coming. Mid lane, Draccio blocked out.
Well, I mean, their Chain Stun was really good before, but now he's minus 2-second blink cooldown. How do you kill this man?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe the Halberd on Lifestealer will be a game changer.
Is under attack.
No, probably not.
Well, maybe this bash on Matu will be a game changer.
It's all one more step at a time, though. They're doing everything they can right now. I mean, this game could be looking worse, that's for sure. They're not feeding as much as one might expect, considering the deficit they're at.
It's 25 minutes, and they have all their tier 2s. That is certainly a feat.
Yeah. I mean, it's lane after all. I think it's Misha. Wow, they're just letting Misha live right now. They're just not going to risk it.
I think they think it's bait.
It pretty much was, let's be real. They were very close nearby.
They were on the high ground, yeah. But now it's a level 4 Tinker Barge.
And your bottom tower is about to be getting hit by Matu. And they're going to try and force a fight with Infest. I don't even think this is good if the fight starts. Oh, Matu bailed. Okay, never mind. This is good.
I like the idea, though. Void Spirit, good Infest Bomb carrier. Unfortunately for Spirit, though, they're not going to find much of an opportunity. Secret split up. The Anti-Mage still close to pressuring high ground. He'll TP back safely. And and there will be no gank. That is now a BKB, so not the basher for Anti-Mage. He picks up
mid
the
lane?
magic community.
They tried something there. The Kunkka. They tried to do a torrent play.
Good old Urgon. He's got the dissimulate. Not to worry.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Whose Tinker Ward is that? That is a Radiant Tinker Ward. So they see Zai lurking. They are coming for this kill on Zai.
Up. Not much the Shaker can do here. He does have an Echo, but he is not going to waste it.
Your time and
Zai with the discipline.
They're going to watch his life to the TPO. Monster's going to go in on this Dark Willow. Oh, hey, Void Spirit.
There's the Bulls. And they run. Anti-Mage, good at closing gaps. Taunted. Into a Bramble. Nice side steps. Now the Blink. Urgon pops the Mana Void. Yamich will TP out. Nisha can't get the torrent in time.
Meanwhile, Puppet is toying with him over here, waiting for his allies to show up.
Yep, now the Rockets. Enchantress maybe in trouble.
Still attacking Puppy. He's like,
he actually can't kill him. Now he just hops inside of Misha like, come on, man, let's get the hell out of here. Misha dies, of course. Urgon buys back. Does finish off Yapsor in the back line with the help of Mallet. A long, drawn-out fight. Now a buyback from the Jakiro. A great terrorize. Keeps Malik alive. Urgon looking to clean up Misha. That Kunkka is rather tanky. He will go down. Matu finally uses the BKB, and he wants this buyback on Urgon. Going to be tough without the mana pool. Now turns on to Yamich. He can't finish off these kills, but Spirit have 5 alive. With the buyback, Secret a bit overwhelmed. They will be repelled, but I think they won this fight in terms of economics.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Pricey buybacks, though. But they did get the kill onto 4 heroes in total. Wow. All right. Still the Matu show, but yeah. Good thing he didn't have that basher for that whole fight.
Yep. Right now, Matu is actually 2 heroes worth of net worth.
Yep.
You combine the Life Stealer and Void Spirit, you've got 1 Anti-Mage. And here we go. Puppy put up in the Yules. Gets the counter ward. Matu's here. This is an odd fight for Spirit. They don't have the Void Spirit. And all 5 of Secret are here. They're not going to take this one. Malik and Yamich pop. And Draccio, no options. Brought down as a triple is secured for the Matumba man. Uh-oh, they blocked out the Jakiro. Gonna be one more. I don't know why Spirit forced that, Trent. It was a 4v5.
Yeah, but they're not sure what the numbers are. They think maybe they're back farming. They think perhaps we could do something. Like, you gotta find something, you know? Perhaps they won't expect the unexpected, but it looks like they kind of did. They also just have really strong rotating power between their heroes and a lot of speed, so...
Secret have come to expect the expected as they get a double damage on Anti-Mage outside of Roshan at 29 minutes. So that will make this extremely safe, uncontested Rosh even faster and that much safer.
I mean, I know we said they make games look easy, but damn, dude. They gotta support Tinker.
People aren't even playing him as a core.
I had to double check Zai's items. They didn't have a crit for a second there. It's a 700 damage Enchant Totem.
No, he's just a core shaker. Oh, whoa, that's a big dunk. Zai sets it up on 3. Nice and fast from Draccio, but I don't think it's going to...
Okay, I was going to say...
Get the bash as he TPs out or tries to.
They called GG. There was no way he was going to have that TP, but it got frighteningly close.
GG. I can't believe that game lasted 30 minutes.
I mean, Spirit did it.
Did put up a decent something, but...
That does not look good.
That was... that was a proper slaughter.